Hello everyone. Today is 17th September, and I'm going to continue with my third chapter of this book, Sapiens. And chapter name is A Day in the Life of Adam and Eve. Let's begin. In first page, author is telling that our entire uh, prehistory of Sapiens is mostly we are indulged into the gathering, and as a forager we hunt, gather, and uh, we just roam in jungle mostly in our prehistoric era. And he's saying that because of that, because mostly we are the hunter and gatherers, so our mm, uh, mind also like them, our habits influenced by that, their habits of that time. He's saying that then he's saying that uh, evolutionary psychologist say and observe that our current habits of post-industrial era is same like the hunter and gatherers of that time, because because we many years we were like hunter and gatherers. So because of that, our current habits also influenced by them, by their habits. Then he gives some example. He gave that mostly uh, in developing countries, affluent peoples or not so affluent, they are mostly are the they are obesity is the problem in the developing countries and in higher class people. He's comparing that problem with the ancient time, that at that time we don't have like enough food and we had to hunt and gather. So whenever an ancient person like find ripe fruits or other sweet, like at that time only fruits were the option for sweet dish. So whenever they find anything sweet, they just at that time they just uh, fill their tummy full of it, because uh, they are not have enough resources or enough uh, capacity to store the food, or they don't have they don't know that tomorrow they will get it or not. So that's why they just fill their tummy with that. And he's comparing that habit into today's post industrialized era, that today also people influenced, or people have that habit in their gene, that they just whenever they find something to eat, they just put into their tummy like there is no tomorrow. So that habit this habit is influenced by that era when there was a shortage of food. And this theory name is Georging gene theory, and it is widely accepted by the historians and evolutionary psychologists. Then he started telling us that at that time, like, females were not having like only one husband, they mate with many men's that time. And also they don't believe that a baby can produce only by having sex with one man. So they when they are especially when they are pregnant, they do sex with several men, so that the qualities of different men's uh, reflect in their baby. So that was the belief of that era. So he's saying that the problem in today post industrialized era, that divorce rate is very high. He's saying that it is because we are forced to live in like monogamy, forced to live in monogamous relationship, mean only with one partner. He's saying that we are forced to live only with one partner. That's why divorce rate is very high. He's saying that we are not like wired, like where our DNA is not giving us permission to live only with one partner. We are wired to live to mate with many uh, partners. Many scholars reject this theory that we are not like at that time also we live in monogamous relationship, and we he's saying that because we had a jealousy factor in us, that if our partner may mate with or have relationship with other partner, we feel jealous. So he's saying that this feeling of jealous shows that at that time also we don't like share our partners with other men or women. He's saying that this is a wrong theory, some scholars believe. So here author is giving example that pre-agriculture era foragers have not enough artifacts. Artifacts mean like possessions, clothes, and other like material. They are not very much materialistic, and their tools are mostly made by wood, and they don't like possess many artifacts. And as compared to today, we he's saying that today we are having like very much artifacts, and we because we are settled down, and the foragers of that time were not settled, so they have to uh, change their places in a month or in a week or in days. They have to travel, so that's why they don't carry many artifacts. And he is saying that today we have our religious temples, religious places like temple, churches, mosque, gurdwaras. Today we had like these types of places to visit and pray, but that time they don't have build that stuff, so they just their religious and other emotional lives was conducted without the help of artifacts. They just uh, believing everything, or if they may believe in god or other superstitious, they just believe in their um, imagination or in their mind. Then author is telling that we can't collect information on the basis of a particular if some some historians collect information by the help of the skeleton and other ancient substance they get from the uh, digging the land. They can't like make their theories on that particular uh, findings, because they believe that uh, the ancient tribes and other their other people were living uh, in different part of the world, and they had evolved uh, in different circumstances and different environment conditions, and because of that their language is also different, and their habits are also different. He's saying that in some tribes maybe the homosexuality is accepted, and in some tribes maybe it is not accepted. So he's saying that we can't make one theory and put under it all the uh, tribes and other mans of that era. He's saying that we can't do it because their conditions are different and their habits are different, And he's also thanking to the cognitive revolution that they had made different cultures and different their belief system, and their language was also different. So he is also giving the example of modern day that we are currently speaking in India. We speak English and Hindi, and in India we know that 22 other languages, and in Pakistan they speak Urdu and Punjabi mixing and Hindi also. So he's saying that different part of world we see in Europe, French, German, and other languages are spoken. So because of that, they are uh, they live in different um, area. They develop different language and different their culture. So this was. So now author talks about the domestication of the animals, and he said that dog was the first domesticated animal by the Homo sapien, and they are saying that dogs were used for hunting and fighting and as an alarm system against wild beasts and human intruders. And he's also saying that the number of domestication of animals was that time less than their tribes. Like if the if a population of a particular tribe group is 1000, their domestication, their animals that they had domesticated, they would be less than 1000. But he tells us the modern day example that today the society called New Zealand, in New Zealand he's saying that there is 4.5 million sapiens and 50 million sheeps. So he's saying that the relationship with humans and dogs build so closely and so lovable that at that time if some domesticated dog was dead, die or with any factor, he is buried like human, like ceremoniously he is buried. The love between human and dog is very ancient. So now author talks about the characteristics of our species Homo sapiens, that they are very like um, work together and with their family, friends and relatives. They are so intimate, and at that time loneliness and privacy were very rare, and neighboring bands competed with each other in terms of resources, but sometimes they also fought with each other, but they also had friendly contacts. They exchanged members, hunted together, and trade rare luxuries, celebrate religious festivals, and join forces against foreigners. So he's saying that because of these characteristics, our species is more powerful and different from other human species, six human species that we had talked in our second chapter. Then author tell us about the relationship between the tribes. They may he's he's anticipating that they may have had like trade relationship with each other, and they also share the cultural uh, practices and other myths and beliefs with each other. And he is also saying that maybe some tribal group have no intimate relationship with other tribal group, and they don't believe with making relationship with other tribal groups, and they stay like in a alone, like they don't want to meet and explore new people. So he is also saying that the population before the agriculture revolution was smaller than that of today. And he is also saying that uh, and then he talk about the our like sapiens band lived on a road roaming from place to place in search of food. Their movements their movements were mostly influenced by the changing season, the annual migration of animal, and the growth of cycle of plants. They usually travel back and forth across the same home territory, an area of between several dozens and many hundred of square kilometers. So they are saying that mostly tribes migrate from one place to another because of the like we had talked, but also because of some demographic pressures like internal conflicts, and natural climate obviously, and also because of some other reasons, because they want to explore food, and mostly they want to they want food, or they want their another like shelter, so they move from one place to another. They don't have want to uh, and in some place, if there is a abundance of food and other resources, the homo sapiens may decide to stay there for a longer period, maybe for a year or maybe for many seasons. So the migration of homo sapiens depends upon the food, mostly in search of food. So Homo sapiens mostly like to stay near the river because it is a source of water, fresh water, and also it helps them to taste the seafood, fishes, and it is a good source for them to stay near the river, because of they are not have difficulty in finding the food, so they mostly stay near the river. So he's saying that after settling down, homo sapiens uh, like to collect information about their surroundings, about the habits of their nearby animals, and about the growth of several plants, and also to know about the which food they can eat, and what types of food is harmful or fruits are harmful for them, what types of herbs is beneficial to cure their diseases. So these types of informations also developed when they got settled in some places, or in some river sites. So he is also saying that in most habitats, sapiens bands fed themselves in an elastic and opportunities fashion. They scrounged for termites, picked berries, dug for roots, stalked rabbits, and hunted bison and mammoth. So he is saying that we are his sapiens were not like a hunter or like a great hunter. They hunt only like elephants and big animals, and other dangerous things. They just gather mostly their calories, day calories, based on gathering fruits, gathering leftover hunted by the lions meat. So these types of gathering they do, and also they uh, eat termites and berries, and also they dug for roots, and also they make a trap for hunting rabbits, and these types of doings by them. So guys, this chapter is also so lengthy, so I'm resting for today for this only, and tomorrow we will begin with the furthermore. Okay, so thank you.